and you buy one maybe couple within the season. But this is the hoe that I have designed for God's people. It's called the end time hoe. It's 100% steel head, 100% hand, and it's powder coated, not painted.
What's the weight of it?
Seven, I think 7 pounds.
Yeah, it's a little more
It needs
sturdy.
to have some weight. Let's move on. Okay. Now,
Oh my God.
now you see what it does. It goes right down into the soil.
Yes, it does.
It's not plain. It does the work every time, right? It does the work. End time hoe, and no one should leave here if you don't have one. You should get one.
Where?
Right here.
How much are they?
You make them?
That's what she just said. That's what you just said.
So the hoe is right. The hoe is available here. Now, so this is the end time hoe. So you need the end time hoe. You need to put this in the garden and get a hoe. This is a hoe.
A hoax.
This is a hoe. This is a pole.
A joke.
Keep this. Everyone should get what? End time hoe. Now, moving right along. So we have the hoe. We have the machete. We have the, some call it a spade, some call it a rake. What is this?
Flathead.
Square point shovel.
Square point. Okay? This is to pick stuff up, right?
Yep.
This one is for digging. Yeah? Alright, it's a big hole with it.
No rocks. I love it.
That does look pretty rich.
Good.
Yeah.
That's rich.
We have a fork.
Nice and play in there. Looks better than mine. Mine's like,
We have a fork.
The potato fork.
We have a rake, a garden rake. This is the fork. This helps to
Oh,
prepare
this
the bed
whole
also.
of steel.
You don't get this in America. This is imported.
Huh.
The American fork is like the American hoe. They don't make it. This will do the job anytime. See? This is it. Right. Then you have the rake, which helps in smoothing the bed and getting rid of even debris that's on the rocks. As we formulate the bed, you will see what I'm talking about.
that's
Okay.
really nice. Where did you get it?
What?
The fork.
The fork. Look on Marketplace. They have them. Like that? Yeah, they're called a hay. Sometimes it's called a hay fork, which is longer and wider. It won't do the same thing. But this one is called something else. I don't know what it is. Yes, you can find them.
I called it a potato fork.
Of course, everyone knows the leaf rake to rake up the leaves. Leaves are very important for the garden. We'll use some of them today. This is the leaf rake, right? The difference between the leaf rake and a garden rake. All right. Now, and finally, we have the sifter. You know, and then the wheelbarrow. The sifter. This is one of the end time tools that every gardener must have. At least a sifter and an end time hoe. What this does, it takes out all, gets all the debris out of the soil for you. Rock, stone, any unwanted particles. And what it will save you lots of money. You know why?
No.
Because you get your topsoil,
Yeah, soft.
sifted soil.
Yeah.
If you
Soft
purchase
and-
land, you should not be purchasing soil.
Amen.
Brothers and sisters, wake up. Let's get out of our slumber and get out of the stores. If you buy 40 acres of land, why are you going in a store and buy soil?
I can give you a reason for some of it anyway. Where I live, there is a weed that goes 20 feet deep and it can't be gotten rid of. I don't know, it just cannot be gotten rid of. Bindweed, you ever heard of it?
No.
It's horrible.
Okay, let's talk about the soil rather than the weed. That's what we want to focus on. And get it to understand, you don't want to be buying soil when you have land. Okay? Let us not continue looking for the exceptions. Stick with the what is being said in terms of stick with the principle rather than the exception, and the Lord will bless you. So I'm trying to say to you, try to not to continue buying soil. Listen, I bought a book about 2 weeks ago. I should have brought it with me. I was shocked. This brother told me about it and I ordered it. You know, we are not aware of how hard the enemy is working to kill out God's people
That's right.
and everybody. I went ahead and got the book right away and began reading it to make sure that to see that it's, I can confirm what was said. And I was not aware that the nuclear waste from nuclear plants, the nuclear plants in the United States, what do you think they do with the waste?
In the water
They put it in the soil,
and the soil.
in the bags of soil that's being sold in the store.
That we buy.
Uh-oh.
The
That's
soil that you
true.
buy,
Yeah.
nuclear waste is in it.
Wow.
Starting from what year?
It's in it. You want me to tell you 1910, 1850? I don't know. But it's in the soil. That's what the book is saying.
For sure now.
Brothers and sisters, we got to wake up.
That's a scary
Can I
thought.
say something about the sifter?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, this is the best looking sifters I've ever seen. But I was always using a sifter and shaking it out, a single person one. But then I went and I made one that was like this tall and this wide, and I put it at an angle, and I just let gravity do all the work.
Well, yeah, you could do
And you
all
can put a wheelbarrow underneath it, and you can just have it go right in. And
Okay. Well,
so it's just another option where, because that's a lot of work, and two people got to really shake a lot.
No, this does not be shaken by two people at all.
You lay it over the wheelbarrow.
Oh, I just see four handles, so.
You lay it over the wheelbarrow and push it back and forth.
Well, you see concrete workers use tilted sifters to throw the sand on.
It's just quicker and
Use
easier.
our mind
Gravity's better.
and our creativity as much as possible. And God wants us to do that. I cannot cover the basis for everything on the planet.
Right.
But I'm trying to prepare the people as simple as possible for what is to come. So you put this on the wheelbarrow, which we will do, and you sift the soil.
Sift it right into the wheelbarrow. Yeah.
That's it. You can also get the workhorse and set it on top of it, right on your bed,
Mm-hmm.
the garden bed, and sift the soil. You don't have to hold it and shake it. No, sift the soil.
Right, yeah.
Get your little young ones with you, husband, wife, sift the soil and get some good upper body exercise. Simple. And the good thing about this is, in addition, not just for the beds, but when you're doing your seedlings, seeds, you don't have to buy pot and soil. You get the soil right on your property, and I will show you how to get it. And you sift it and make the beds up. Simple.
And the grass, if you let it dry out, that's a good thing to bang it on. You get all the dirt out of your
You
clods.
can do a lot with it.
Yeah,
we were
sifter's
harvesting
great.
potatoes. You know what I did? I put the sifter on top of the horse.
I just
Put
moved away from the
there, take a
potatoes.
hose and just wash it and it goes through. It does a multiplicity of things.
Yeah,
And it's 100% aluminum.
yeah,
And
that's a
steel.
nice.
This can stay out here for the next 10 years and nothing will go wrong with it. Okay?
Well, let's hope we're not going to be here for 10 more
I
years.
know. And
So the only weight really is the steel then, right?
the only what?
The only weight is the steel on that. Because the aluminum is lightweight, right?
Is everything aluminum?
It's aluminum.
Yeah, it's all aluminum.
Well, the steel is
This diamond shape.
diamond plate steel, yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
not
the only
heavy.
weight.
You don't have to carry it around. Now,
That'd be easier for
Now
me.
the wheelbarrow, I want to make a point in the wheelbarrow so we can start getting the garden going. We don't have much time. Now, this is a wheelbarrow that will go too well with you in the end time. Number one, it has a metal tray.
Mhm.
Number two, it has a metal frame. And then
Not a wooden
the
frame.
highlight about it is it's very important when you're buying a wheelbarrow. You just go in the store and you pick up a wheelbarrow and you walk out. But you should not do that. you should always get a wheelbarrow
There's a
that
flat,
has a flat free
flat,
tire.
yeah, flat foot tire without air.
Or solid
Flat-free
rubber.
tire,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay? The tire will not go flat.
I had to replace all of my tires to flat free because they
flat
all
free.
went flat.
It's very
Oh,
hard to
many
push a
people
flat
don't know
tire.
that. Those that know it wonderful and fasten it to others. It must be flat free. Huh?
Duct tape.
Flat free.
Hmm.
So you don't have to worry about changing it because when you have air in the tire and you put weight on it, it goes on very easily, quickly, and becomes very annoying. So you want a flat free wheelbar at the end time. And these are the 9 pieces of tools that we should have. So I've gone through them. So now we're going to get started with the garden. And I make the garden out of beds of blocks. A garden bed can be made out of blocks, it can be made out of logs, or board, whatever you choose, or metal. But what you should not make them out of, avoid that as much as possible. Is anything that is treated.
Treated wood.
Deck wood,
Mhm.
treated wood, compressed wood. You should try to avoid that because it leaches into the soil.
Lots of
Telephone poles,
chemicals.
they're very attractive to make their gardening very tempting because of the size, but it's heavily treated.
So you wouldn't want to use railroad ties.
Not at all. Railroad ties are out.
Bad.
Very toxic.
Very bad.
I mean, very bad.
Creosote.
Woo.
Creosote.
You don't
Yeah,
wanna
it's like
do
oil.
All right.
It seeps all into your yard.
Okay, now let's get started. I use cinder blocks or cement blocks, 16 inches long by 8 by 8, and have 2 holes. And the advantage of that is a major advantage. Number one, it has a long lifespan, lasts a long time, and you can plant in the holes. If you use logs,
Right.
as I
Yeah.
bring here, you cannot plant in the holes. But it's called, and then it formulates what you call a high yielding raised bed because it has holes in the blocks that you can plant in. So in addition to the plants in the bed, then you have plants all around the bed in the block holes. And that's a big, big plus. The bed we are gonna make today is gonna be 10 feet long and 4 feet wide. So that it takes 24 blocks to make that bed. So when you plant the bed, you'll have 24 times 2, you have 48 plants right around the bed, plus what's in the bed. So nearly 100, it depends on what you're planting again, over 100 plants in one bed with the blocks. Very, very
And
effective.
some plants do better with like there's some flowers that you plant with your tomatoes will help with insect control and other things.
I do not cater to that,
Mm.
period. Why? A flower garden, a vegetable garden, and an orchard, they should be all separate. Why? Because the flower attracts butterflies, brothers and sisters. The flower garden must be in the flower garden. The flowers must be in the flower garden. You don't have to beautify the garden. It's beautiful as it is, and it has flowers to deal with.
What's wrong with butterflies, Brother Kyle?
Nothing is wrong with butterflies.
It's the
worms.
The point
worms.
is they lay eggs,
Yeah, the larva
And then you get the
larva,
worms.
and that becomes
and the
worms.
caterpillar.
Eat the garden.
That's edible.
Caterpillar.
Okay, so that's it.
That's all, guys.
The flower garden should be separate from the vegetable garden and from the orchard. The orchard will shade out the garden. The orchard will rob the plants of the nutrients. They should be separate. Simple. They should not be together. Always trying to beautify the garden, especially the ladies. You don't have to beautify the garden. It's good practice to have them separate. I want to read something quickly. Go ahead.
Well, a lot of people make a mistake when they get that cotton meal that free cotton meal, that's black dirt, is very poisonous.
Okay, in the cotton gin, we have a couple of cotton gins around.
What's that?
Cotton
The cotton
processors.
gin, that's the waste from the cotton after it's been processed. It is high in nitrogen. It is excellent when it comes to nitrogen. The plants grow well in them. But cotton is the most highly sprayed plant
Mm.
out there, cotton.
Boys,
So when they process it, the waste, the hull, you have tons of it stocked up there, and it breaks down. It is not suggested to use them in your garden because they are residues from the cotton, from the toxin that's in the cotton gin.
The
It is
sprays.
not suggested to use it in the garden.
Because they're sprayed?
It's highly sprayed. It's the most highly sprayed plant out there. So therefore, you can use it around it.
What about the clothes that you wear from cotton?
The flower garden, but not the vegetable garden. I wouldn't even put it around the fruit trees because you eat the fruit. You got to be very careful. Now, I brought something I just want to share quickly because this question comes up all the time since I remember fruit trees. And people have been laboring themselves trying to plant fruit trees unnecessarily. I thought I brought it. Let me check. When it comes to fruit trees, the first thing we must keep in mind that the servant of the Lord has made it plain that we should plant the small fruits.
Small fruits?
Small
Berry,
fruits.
berry.
Or like
Berries.
berries, you mean? Like
Yes.
like
Yeah.
small bush,
Plums,
like
berries, yes.
not like big trees, but
Blueberries, strawberries,
Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, goji berries,
blackberries,
figs,
figs. Yeah.
Why?
grow them here.
because they are more resistant to diseases and they need less care. When you plant peaches and oranges and plums, they need a lot more care. So the admonition is to plant the small fruits, especially as we face going down to the time of trouble. Now, I want to read this quickly so we can straighten the records. If you plant a fruit tree 3 feet deep and 3 feet wide, it's not a sin, nothing is wrong with that. But the servant of the Lord never said that. And Adventist has made it a doctrine that you cannot plant a fruit tree unless you dig 3 feet deep and 3 feet wide. That's knowing the spirit of prophecy.
I thought that was only for rocky soil.
3 feet deep and 3 feet wide has no way in the spirit of
How much
prophecy.
dirt that is coming out?
A lot of dirt,
You're there an hour.
unnecessarily.
No, you're
But
there
listen
for
to what
days.
she says.
If you
Listen
do
to what she
several.
says. It's coming from Selected Messages, Book 3, and it's page 328.
Wait a minute.
Selected Messages, Book 3, page 328, chapter 44, and the chapter is entitled Specific Light on Gardening. Ellen White instructed in planting fruit trees. Listen to what it says. Father, please give us your understanding of your word through your Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
It
Amen.
says, while we were in Australia, we adopted the plan of digging deep trenches and filling them in with dressing that would create good soil. This we did in cultivation of tomatoes, oranges, lemons, peaches, and grapes. I want you to pay close attention. The man of whom we purchased our peach told me that he would be pleased to have me observe the way they were planted. I then asked him to let me show him how it had been represented in the night season that they should be planted. I ordered my hired man to dig a deep cavity in the ground. I'm going to read it again. I ordered my hired man to dig a deep cavity in the ground, then put in rich dirt, then stones, then rich dirt. After this, he put in layers of earth and dressing until the hole was filled. I told the nurseryman that I had planted in this way in the rocky soils in America. I invited him to visit me when these fruits should be ripe. He said to me, "You need no lesson from me to teach you how to plant these trees."
Planted trees.
Our our crops were very successful. The peaches were the most beautiful in coloring and the most delicious in flavor of any that I had tasted. We grew the large yellow Crawford and other varieties, grapes, apricot, nectarines, and plums. End of quote. Letter 350, 1907. Now, how deep did she say we should plant the tree?
G4.
How deep?
It didn't say.
Where did it say 3 feet deep and 3 feet wide?
This man's invention.
What's your feet? now?
I then asked him to show me how it had been represented in the nightless season that they should be planted. I ordered my hired man to dig a deep cavity in the ground. That's it. Then put in rich dirt, then stones, then rich dirt. After this, he put in the layer of earth and dressing until the hole was filled. Now, if you're going to plant a tree, it comes with the dirt on the bottom of it. Okay? So, you dig the hole deep enough to accommodate that, but a little deeper to put the layers, and you go according to instructions and plant the plant. You don't have to dig a hole 3 feet deep and 3 feet wide to plant a blueberry bush.
Yeah, it's backbreaking. I've done it before. Yeah, 3 foot wide and 3 foot deep is hard, even for a soldier.
Especially in
To do
rock.
10 or
Well,
15 of those.
You might do two a
I
day.
think of common sense you need to put.
You ain't gonna
down.
fill them back up that
Common
same day.
sense, my lady. You're quite right.
Yeah, common
It's
sense.
left quite open for us. Common
If you in
sense.
Tennessee, you may not get even one done today. Depending on which part.
We actually did all of our
But if
11
you had
trees.
your
We
hired
actually
man
did 3
dig
feet by
one
3
extra hole,
feet, and
you
we
don't have
did
to pay.
that. But we were in Arkansas, and we didn't have rocks, but most of it was really rich clay. I mean, clay.
So we got the principle.
Yes, we got the principle.
Apply it
Yes, sir.
as you see fit. Now, let's get this. Now,
I had to put big dirt in there for the trees for dirt. The dirt was just was all red clay. And we needed to do that because otherwise you wouldn't have gotten. I like to cut
That's
the
important.
what's this called?
It's a well pump.
a hand pump.
Water hydrant.
A hydrant.
Now, how deep are we digging that one?
that connects to your water line.
Many people coming from the city, and they want to they want access to water outside,
Yeah, this
Okay.
just connects to your main water
but
line.
they don't know. And the people that come to work for them sometimes never tell them. They just put a regular faucet. If you're gonna have a water on the outside of the house or in the garden for sure,
Sure.
you need this. This is what you need. Why? Why do you need this? Because if you
Require
put
electricity.
How about?
my brother, I'll call you back. Now, if you should have a regular faucet outside in the garden or in your yard, when the winter comes, it's going to freeze up. And I've seen so many people suffer with this. Unbelievable. And it costs them a lot.
Broken pipe.
Now, it depends on where you are living. You should check the freeze level in your area. How would you know that? Very easy. Every person living in the area should know the agriculture extension unit. You should know where they are. They have very good information, and they will guide you on many things. You want to know what the freeze level is in your area. If it's 2 feet before the ground freezes, gets hard in the winter time, then you will dig 2 feet down. You go up below 2 feet, you dig 2 feet down.
And that's called the extension office in every county, right?
There's an extension office in every county.
And when that's
throughout
when
the
that's
United
turned
States.
off,
At
it,
least one.
when that's turned off, it drains the water from the
Wait,
pipe, right?
Yes. Yes, it does, but I want to go slow.
Okay.
Now, you dig the hole, say example 2 feet, depending on what your freeze level is. You put gravel at the bottom, okay? So it sits on gravel, about maybe 3-4 inches of gravel, and then you fill the hole with gravel. But you should also put maybe a piece of 4x4 post, the length of it, and you take the C clamp and you clamp it against it, maybe 2 or 3 places, and you have it nice and firm. So when you open it, it will not rock. And you attach it to your water, to your plumbing system right here. Attach it, the water comes in here. But this little opening here is what's important. This little opening here, very important. When you use it now, you open it and you use it. The water comes out. When you close it, the water drains out. That's why you have the gravel down there. So it drains through the gravel. It doesn't get clogged up. And the water seeps into the ground. So this remains empty. There is no moisture here to freeze. That's very important to know. There is no moisture that remains here, so it cannot freeze. You're right.
And it doesn't matter if it's steel, water, pressure, frozen, it's just destructive.
No water is here. Water pressure has nothing to do with it. Whatever it is, once you do that, once you close
tapping
it,
into it at?
the water drains out.
Where you tap into?
He's saying, where's your source of water? It's coming from the hose. You plug it into the bottom of that, and it's buried underneath.
It's coming from your well, wherever water's from the
I
well.
have a well, but it's on a 220. It's power. And I always wanted to put a hand pump in, but the guys are saying I'm going to have to drill a whole new piece down in a short well.
Well, discuss that with your well guy, because I don't know much about well.
Florida, so it's all they know what.
They know what to do in that
He's just
area.
saying if you have water at the house and you want to bring it over here, you're
Okay.
gonna dig a trench 2 feet deep to keep out of the thing. But at the end, you don't want a normal faucet. You want one of these.
You want one of these.
So the water coming out of my house, I just tap into a line with an on-off valve, and then I can put that in the ground and stuff.
That's city water? Yeah.
However, you could get water to this,
To the bottom of that.
Okay.
from whatever distance. Once the water gets here, the same water in your house or water from a well, it will come into this. And the point I'm making here is this, is once it gets in and you use it and you close it, it drains out
Yeah.
and you'll never
That's a
have
good one.
freeze. And it's called a hydrant. It costs less than $50. Something very good to know being in the country.
Yes.
It will save you a lot of headache. Any question you have about well, you need to contact your well person in your local area. Right? Now, let us start working now. Let's formulate the bed. I need the men, please. Some women also. Women should be working also, right?
Men, Richard.
Now,
Get up.
the bed will make it a block, right? So start doing the blocks over here.
Rich has lots of experience.
All right.
You can make the blocks out of wood. You get out
You know
of
how
wood.
I like to walk in my area?
Someone to grab my phone.
Marketplace for free.
I should have bought. I wish I could have got the shoulder part. Oh, we passed that hours.
We weren't hungry.
I had this second.
Now,
Yeah, I hired hard.
now first you level your ground. Now, this ground is level enough, okay?
Oh yeah, for this problem.
Now, when you put it on the blocks, just keep that in mind. You want to put on the broad side, the wider part at the bottom, so the block sits well. This one is a little bit damaged, so turn it over. So it looks all right. Now, that's the foot. Right. So we're gonna put on, it's going to take 24 blocks. So we're going to put on 8 on each side. Good. I see you've done something there. Wait a minute. Please don't hold this part of the block. You think I might get caught between here. Hold here. Okay. I see it. Right, right. Good, beautiful. You don't want it. Good. Right. You see what I mean? You don't want your fingers.
24 on each side.
8 on each side.
4 foot apart, 8 on each side.
How many we got?
That's it?
I hate to have my
carry those all day.
Four on this side.
Okay. Should it be here? Outside or in? Put it in or out? Out here?
Outside.
Good.
Now bring all the others.
Beautiful. Good.
We need 4 of those. We need one
These
more.
four.
Like this was my, I know.
Beautiful.
Brother Cobb,
Yes.
can you make it longer than that?
However you
Oh,
want.
that's a very good question. A bed can be made any length, but the width should not exceed 4 feet.
Are we going in now?
Why
Inside now?
so?
Are we going this way now?
Why?
On the outside.
The weight, the bed should not, the width should not exceed 4 feet. Why?
Step on top of it.
So you can
So you can reach
to the
This
middle
is
of the
what I
garden.
have going
from
at my
either
house.
side. You don't have to step in. Exactly. Right?
Careful, he'll turn it over.
Yeah, but you live in Florida.
Yeah. That's what I have going at my house.
Yeah. You gotta line up. We're going a little bit.
You're getting there.
Now, Brother Cobb, I know you're going to go there probably. There's a reason for the block with the hole in it.
I explained it already.
Oh, you explained that? Okay.
High yielding raised bed. Because you have, oh, you lift your finger out. Right. No, lift your finger out. Good.
Looking at white sand. So
Good.
I took manure. I took,
All right.
Well, that's kind of messed up.
Only 2 more Lego bricks.
We gotta move it more. No, we're
Now,
There we go.
Look at that. Do I do anything with that? With
show me those pieces still sticking it on the end there.
Oh, hold on.
I'm a little spoiled, forgive me.
Hey, Dad.
Because when we look at the creation,
Perfect.
when we look at the creation account, when God created on each day, at the end of each day, he looked at his work and he said it was good. He never said it was good enough.
Nice.
Good enough for
was
government
good.
work.
I never said look good.
It looked good. He said it was good. Right? The logs now.
All right, logs. One on each end.
The garden class is on this side. Right here, come. Okay, put it down. Roll it this- 4 feet away.
Say again. Where we taking this one, Brother Cobb?
Right here,
Right beside it? Okay.
You don't want to have it taller than that?
4 feet. Come. Come back a little. Come back 4 feet. Straighten it out.
Yep.
Good. Good. 4 feet. 48 inches. Right here.
We're coming towards you.
Go up to
How are we gonna put this way?
We're coming towards you guys, ladies. No, no. That's it. You are. Yes. And I'm gonna make sure you have the video too,
Put this here.
so you can have the whole thing in case you want to reproduce it.
All right.
We're coming towards you, Sister Tina. Yeah, we're coming towards you.
Now this is a process. Give me a minute.
Me,
Okay. She says hold on. We got a battery ram if you want to move.
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
We can go on the right side. Come back.
Bring this
Come
over
on.
here, please.
Let's go ahead. Right side.
They going on the right side though.
Well, we're going to the left and right, but we're going to start on the right.
They like to go.
Go back a little bit more. There you go.
I did that about a year and a half.
You want to put those on the outside? Outside. Okay.
I don't know where you live. You must live in Rock City because there's a lot of them here and have cedar.
And,
Yeah, they
uh,
see it ain't going nowhere.
Especially
bring
those
the other
Dotson.
log, please.
That's a lot of. It lasts longer.
Listen, we're using cedar wood.
Why?
Everyone?
Can we, hello,
All right.
hello.
Let me.
Can I
It has a high
conversation
oil
done
content.
here Other than many people here really want to learn something. So let's try not to be distracting.
We're sorry.
It's your foot.
Right.
Why do you think we're using cedar
We use, yes.
This resilient.
instead of pine?
It won't rot as fast.
Pine draws ants.
You get about 20 years out of cedar.
20 years on cedar, roughly. If you use pine, you probably get 3 to 5, right?
If you're lucky.
Not 5 years.
If you're super lucky, you'll get 3.
Okay, this is too wide.
That's too wide, so we want to put it in the inside.
48 inches.
What are you looking at? Okay, so we need to go in the end.
Let's go in.
This needs to come down. This needs to come down. Let's drop it right
Right there. Roll it up here before it.
Where we're at? Okay, all right. Yeah, roll it until we get in.
Come in.
Come in. Too far? Is that good? Okay. Very useful.
But now this one's more this way, so you got to move the whole thing 6 more inches again.
You can have access to the center from both sides.
You have access on both sides without having to step into the bed. Right.
Look at that sap.
It's medicinal.
Back in the soil. No one step on the soil.
I don't know if you remember back in 2017, you caught me in my husband where I was making
Hey, buddy.
4 feet on each side?
Yeah.
Right. That's it. Beautiful. And why 4 feet from here? Why 4 feet between? And you can raise the whole
Lawnmower.
They can just one side, the middle, and then the other side here, so we don't have to step in the middle.
No, he's talking about the travel area. Your wood barrel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
How much room you put? 4 feet?
I put 4 feet here, not just real ball. Real ball is part of it. Because we're going to arch it there. So we want to have the trellis.
That's what we did with ours, just like you taught us.
What's going to happen. But the bed could be, I put what, 30 inches as the walkway space. But at the short side, but on the short side, I put 4 feet so that we can
You can
trellis.
trellis the walkthroughs now.
Okay? And you walk under it. You'll see later on
Okay.
how well it
That's cool.
well, it was. So that's what we do. All right? Now we're going to start turning up the soil. Get the fork and the hoe and start turning the soil.
You didn't really come from Alaska, did you?
No, just been there to visit.
This is for the coffee.
Okay.
If I take the scepter, I have to use the table.
My brother, how you doing? Yeah, we're enjoying ourselves. Learning a lot. Yes.
We need, come and turn the soil over, please. There's something else, somebody.
We need volunteers to tend the soil.
No problem. I wonder why.
He's not doing anything right
Wait a minute, wait. Get inside the bed and you go backwards. Like this. Just like you were doing, very good. And you turn it over.
Play, Frank? Play?
What most people do, they turn around and then they compact it. So you do it backwards, right? You can go and stop it and just turn it over. That's all. Why are we doing this?
So you don't compact the
I'm
soil.
going to buy this one from you to aerate. I'm going to buy this one from you.
Why are we doing this?
Aeration? Yeah, if I've broken some.
Why are we turning the soil over?
I've broken the other stuff.
Yeah, but what's in the bed? Right.
It's gonna take a while.
Time.
Why Oh, no, no.
Ah! The ladies are sitting over there.
Come over, everybody.
Sit over there. I got a back. Where's Chris? Oh, he's there.
Come, one day, everybody come down this way because we don't have time to do two ways. So you can start from that end with the core. You can start from over there.
Okay.
Right.
You doing it on the outside, and that's how you do it?
Yeah. Why are we turning the soil over?
You just turn it over. To get the,
Kills the stuff on top, and it also
Yeah. Why are we turning the soil? We talked about it. I said it earlier.
to loosen the soil,
To loosen the soil. Another reason?
to get oxygen back in.
Oxygen. Another reason? Is anyone paying attention? Why are we turning the soil?
To kill the grass that's on top.
To kill the grass.
What did you find?
What is the first reason we
kill
are
the
turning
grass.
the soil?
Hold on, let Brother Cobb speak. What were you saying, Brother Cobb?
Why are we turning the soil over? Listen.
They kill the grass.
You said to kill the grass.
Well, you're gonna pull this grass out too, right?
No.
No.
This thing is easy right here. Someone want to try it? Yeah, this is heavy, so it works really easy. Yeah, this works
We're
easy.
not trying.
Oh, no, I'm just letting it fall down. Yeah, a lady can do this. Just go like this and let it fall. Yeah. You only turn it over. Yeah, you're not getting angry with anyone.
But if you do get angry, go on the garden
Don't
and use that anger for
Go
good.
along
All
and
you're doing
see
is
how we
turning the
feel
grass
about
over.
it.
So that's all
Every area is different for growing, and I'm looking at it like,
There you
what
go.
am I working
Yeah,
with?
you got it. That's not bad, right?
I'm still waiting on the answer. Why are we tilling the soil? The first reason.
To kill the grass.
The Bible says so.
Because God says so.
That's a good reason.
It's in Genesis 3:23.
Yeah, but you know the Lord wants us to reason besides it just because He said
Don't
it.
stand on the
He
block,
wants us
please.
to understand
Don't take it out of whack. Go on the other side.
Or you can finish coming down here.
Right. Listen. Genesis 3:23.
Don't go P. Diddy on me.
When Adam was put into the garden, God told him to till the ground.
I know.
I think I
From
wanted
whence
it
it
more sharper than what it is on the edge to be able to cut it.
Oh, this is easy.
Yeah, I can do the corner like with this easier than I can with the front.
Yeah, you do it the whole method is one whole process.
This is the Florida road.
It's better.
Want that?
It's better than what
So
we
that's
did.
the first reason. Why?
And you don't have to go there.
Because God said it.
There's a reason for it.
So listen, I want to make a point here. So when people come to you with square foot gardening and no-till gardening, it's not scriptural. God said to till the ground. And there's a whole following of the millions of people, no-till, no-till, no-till. What did God say? Till the soil. He made the soil, and if he tells you till the soil, he knows exactly why.
Not with a
The
tiller.
benefits in it for you.
Not with a tiller.
Make me sweat.
You can till it with anything, but you till it. What does till mean? It means to turn it over. That's
So
it.
the reason why that he's suggesting the hand tools is when there's no buy, no sell, there's no gas
Did
in
you
the tiller.
did you make that fork yourself? Is that something that you built too, or is that something you purchased?
Everything is on sale. Purchase. Everything is on sale.
No, did you make it, Chia?
Yes, we have it. We fabricated it too. Okay?
What is that called? A fork?
This is a garden fork that I
This one's
fabricated to be at end time.
This one's a hole.
Brother Cobb,
Sorry,
Yes.
Brother Cobb, go
this
ahead.
is a side thought, but I have a lot of deer,
Well, that's
Well,
a
what?
fork.
a lot of deer,
Fence.
a lot.
You fence the place. That's it.
This is a different.
10-foot fence.
But that one's like
But that thing's get hot.
What I
You
did.
don't have to put fence.
You'll talk about that. You don't have to use 10-foot fence. Yeah. Or you're going to be breaking the fence. No, you gotta have the outside of the fence one out like that.
Brother Cobb, what do you
Two
have over
fences.
here?
Yeah, they don't
What
like-
kind of
yeah.
fork is that?
Or two
Or
fences.
two,
This
or
is full
double.
of potato.
Do it?
Right.
The depth.
Have, have two 4-foot fences 4 or 5 feet
If
apart
you go out with
rather
that
than,
way,
or
the depth
leaning out.
perception will keep you from jumping.
Mhm.
Water. Okay.
That if you burn the
Okay.
outside,
Let it go yourself in that.
it makes them last.
And you could use a narrower blade for the ladies.
Listen, please.
Okay. Everyone, let's pay attention, please.
What about when you like I do it, not even in the country,
There's a
and the
problem
next
with
man next door
people
throw
making garden.
pesticide on them grass.
Yeah.
And what they
You have to do
do,
a raised bed.
they put a layer of plastic at the bottom or some type of synthetic material. Once it keeps it out.
Ebenezer.
Eben,
Now, they put synthetic material at the bottom. What's wrong with that?
Synthetic. It has chemicals.
So it doesn't drain.
No breathing, no.
Breathing, poor drainage. When you put the synthetic material at the bottom and it rains or you water the plant, the water goes down and it settles on the plastic. When the roots go down, you have nowhere else to go. The water keeps coming.
It's just like a pot.
It
Just
makes
that
the
gets
root.
root bound.
You have something that's called damp out. The plants do well for a time and then they begin to die because the roots become waterlogged because the water settles there. There should be nothing between the plant and the soil. If you want to remember that well, just remember hymn 322. Nothing between me and my Savior.
Amen.
Not of this world delusive dream. I have renounced all sinful pleasure. Nothing between myself and the Savior.
You know-
Nothing between you and the plants. Hold a minute. Because it's a big problem in the US with that, especially in greenhouses. When the plastic is at the bottom, the plants do not do well. The roots get waterlogged,
Yeah,
and then they can't go any further. They will begin to mangle together.
they like to do that with the
But
strawberries.
the plants need to go down to nothing so the roots can go directly down into the
So
soil.
there's one other thing, and that's, you have plastic around wiring because it doesn't conduct. It can interfere with the magnetics of the soil and the rocks. And so you're putting you're not letting the ground by putting a plastic barrier in there.
Nothing between the plant and the soil. Nothing.
May I ask a question? With this grass that is up, do we like take them out?
Nope. Why not? I mean, I know ladies will take them out.
Well, because
I would take them
The
out.
ladies will take them out.
I'm gonna have grass because the roots are still alive.
no, but if you
The roots will not, the plant, it will not grow.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
It will not grow
No,
because we're building up on it. A
Okay.
root cannot come up that way.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Water.
You just split the
Okay.
seeds.
You know what I'm
Brother
heavy
Todd,
on?
I want to grab the other hose.
Dollar
Good.
weeds. They're
We
like
don't
they're
have that
edible
here.
too. You can in Florida. They got the little. They look like small lily pads, and they're like a bean sprout. But you go down in my garden, and
Well,
it's just
if you have that in your area, then I suggest that you take them off.
Yeah,
you don't
that-
have to go anywhere.
okay. I always like to leave in the garden because I don't want to disrupt the ecosystem. You know. That's promising.
Yes, if you have that type of weeds in your area, you can take them out. But here you don't have to take it out because it's going to be buried under the.
No, when I meant that was promising, I meant the water.
Not getting much water out of that hose.
No. What we are going to do is called layering the bed. That's the problem most people have. Or that's the problem with raised beds, in filling the raised bed. Because what people do, they set the perimeter and they buy dirt and they just pour it on the plant. You have to layer the bed. So we're doing what you call a lasagna style. If we had water, we would first saturate the area with water. He went to get the water going. So in the meantime, we're going to put a layer of organic material. There is nothing that we're going to use from the store to make this bed. We're going to use hay, straw, whatever you have in the environment. Hay, straw, leaves, pine needles, grass clippings, sawdust, wood chips. These are the things we want to use.
May I ask a question again? May I ask a question?
Yes, certainly.
Why when you drag it up like that, we see like sand instead of rich looking soil like you have? It looks sandy.
Look rich looking soil.
This look rich, but
Well,
where
listen.
where I live,
Well, every area is different.
like close.
No, we
New
don't.
Brunswick?
Well, that's,
We don't
that's,
have
what- that's
sand
the
there
solid in
where we
America.
live.
There's different
We
soil
have
everywhere.
clay.
No, I'm
Where you
talking
at,
in
Brunswick?
Brunswick.
Brunswick, you not go back to Brunswick.
There is different soil everywhere.
It's
Simple.
the area she's talking about is very acidic and sandy.
Okay.
So do you take it off and shred it?
No, if the soil you have is, so if you just pay attention and watch how we go along and you see what I'm talking about. If you have an area that is sand, it's not a problem. You just have to know what to do. If you have an area that is rocky, it's not a problem. You have to know what to do. Because you'll see that we are not using the ground. That becomes a base. We're going to put in our own soil in there. And that's what makes a difference. Also, if the area is rocky, you take out the big rocks and you build this up higher. And you fill it with soil and you plant on top of it. You got it? That's it. People struggle because they don't know and I understand.
Hey, look at my work.
If it's rocky, you build higher and you fill it. If
So
you have
for-
an area that is, you have sand, you use this, what's in the environment. Broken down stuff, leaves, hay, sawdust, wood chips, grass clippings, and you mix it into the soil.
You like the grass
You give it a
clippings?
body. Huh?
You like the grass clippings?
If I like them,
Yeah.
it's
I've never
gold.
tried. I got tons of them from cutting my own.
Okay, this is it. If you're gonna buy a lawnmower, be sure to buy one with a bagger that catches the grass. The grass is very good for the garden. When you cut the grass fresh, you put it right around the plants. The plants
Okay.
go crazy
Okay.
because as it breaks down, it gives nitrogen to the soil.
Correct.
Okay? Now, if you don't use it within 2 or 3 days, then just put it aside and allow it to break down. When it breaks down, it becomes black. And you take that and put into the soil at the end of the season. And that is perfect fertilizer.
Can I use it throughout the growing season to hit the grass?
You wouldn't need to use it throughout the growing season
Okay.
once you put it in. That's it. It's
Okay.
more than enough for it.
Okay.
However, what I'm saying is
It's not attached to the to it.
the word we must remember is stockpile. Stockpile, meaning
Yeah.
you pile up your grass clippings, your leaves, your straw, your hay, your sawdust, your wood chip, whatever you have. Nothing goes to waste. And you don't have to buy fertilizer because it stays there and it breaks down. And you just take that and put into the bed and walk it in. You're getting hold up here. You're getting held up. No, there's no water.
It's not
He-
attached.
he's
to
going to
the
work on that.
That's that
No.
kind of
I
reason.
knew he was the only one brave enough to drive like that in this property.
So we're going to put on our first layer.
Oh, I know.
And I want to look at this.
Dad, I got a lot done.
Good.
Good job. Right here.
Got a good word?
It looks the same as when he started.
A killer.
Our first layer will be, it can be anything you have, it doesn't matter. But we have straw. What straw comes from?
Grass. Hey.
Plants.
Wheat,
Straw comes from wheat.
wheat.
So if you're going to use straw, listen to me carefully. You want to use it at the bottom. Why?
It's the hardest to break down.
No.
Holds
It
water.
has seeds left over in it when they harvest them. So the seeds, if you put it on top, you'll have weeds in the garden. So you put the straw at the bottom. If you have hay, you want to put it at the bottom. You have straw, you want to put it at the bottom because they have seeds in them. You see the seeds in the straw? Seeds are right there.
Yeah.
So you
And
put it at the
it
bottom.
also is very good for holding oxygen because it holds up until it breaks down.
I've asked the farmers for old hay so that the seeds have had time to
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So if you put it on top, you have a lot of seeds to deal with, weeds. So just spread this around, put on a layer. Okay?
Go ahead, bro. Go on, get it.
Spread it out.
Get you some hay.
Take your foot off the box. That's something you want to not practice because you take it out of shape, out of position. Right.
You're saying that you can get the second, how you say the second end brick?
Second what?
Second end brick?
Second end? Oh, right. That's a good point. When you're going to do it, if you decide to use these blocks,
There we go.
okay?
Go ahead, Chris. Thank you.
Pull it up with the hose. Right, that's enough. That's enough. Good. If you're going to use bricks, right, blocks. These blocks, you don't go to Lowe's and buy the blocks just like that at Walmart. Or Home Depot.
You might not like that.
You check out your area where you live within a 50-mile radius, and you want to get seconds. You go to a block factory and buy the blocks, and it's much cheaper. You get seconds. You have water there now?
Yes, we have one.
You need to use it. Come.
Oh, do they? Oh, people check it all the time. People
Hey,
gather
kids.
Huh?
Eden.
You want a different spray pattern, Brother Cobb, or you good with that? Okay, let me change this. Okay, why? Making sure, bro. Trying to be helpful.
You just had the.
You might want to keep it the one it was at. Yeah.
Shower is the one that's really good. That's the one you want.
It's not working right. The pressure's too low.
All right.
All right.
So we wet this layer. Why do we wet this layer?
You want to help to start begin the breakdown process.
It enhances the breakdown of the material. Yes, it hastens it. Okay, so you wet this area, this layer.
Yeah. You need help? No? You sure?
Don't feel bad.
Does the amount of water matter?
Everything matters, but you want to just saturate it.
Mushroom farms use hay and they big giant piles of it and water it all day long.
So you saturate it, right? So we have one layer. Now we're going to put soil. So now take the wheelbarrow and head over there and bring a wheelbarrow of soil from it.
You got 45 minutes.
You know, friendship stuff. You know, like the
Shovels on here over here.
Wash your hands
The location of the garden, it must be in full sun.
Can she wipe her hand, wash her hands?
The location of the garden must be where? Full sun, as much as possible. If you don't have full sun, you could get 4 to 6 hours a day, and that will be good.
So it was sunny here earlier, so.
If you get 4 to 6 hours, it's fine. We just want to learn the principles so you can apply. If there's no sun here, that's not an issue. But the principle is you want to get full sun as much as
If you have
possible.
a proper like this, wouldn't it be more realistic where you don't have that many trees around to push up?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm
Unless, if it's so hot, you're burning on your plant, you need a little bit of shade.
Right.
So full sun is what you want to do, as much as possible. That's a good question. Hurry up with the soil.
So I got a greenhouse and it gets very, very hot. But the stuff I grow outside in the sun does much better, even though it's getting all the sun in there. It's it likes it outside. Plants do.
Well, we have a greenhouse and we have 2 high tunnels. And I'm telling you, the greenhouse produces a lot of food in the sun.
Yeah, I get a lot, but I mean,
and it grows very well. The problem with the greenhouse, you're not watering them enough. All you need to do is to water the plants. That's the problem. Because there are summer plants that do exceedingly well in the heat, but you need to water them well.
My OCD is killing me.
Yeah.
Can't have string in the
understand.
bed. If I during the time of trouble, if I ever get arrested and put in prison, my toothbrush is going to be lined right up at the edge of that table, just like perfect.
Hopefully you have one.
There you go. I'm gonna turn mine into a shank.
That's the pressure of the water.
Not much pressure here.
Oh yeah, he got a new hose, but it just so it runs out quickly. So every time you let it go, it'll be strongly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a drip hose. Well,
Well, that's the water of the garden. That's the water of the plant.
Well, no, yeah, I know.
Oh, we got our first valve, brother.
Man, that's some good looking soil.
No sifting?
Empty?
No sifting.
Not yet.
Empty?
I guess it's on my knee and I kicked out a cellar.
That's how I was doing it, but I was
Right.
just really tired.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask no sifting. We will sift when it's necessary. At the bottom, you don't have to sift it.
I got you.
Right. We want to spread this out.
Need another one.
More dirt. More dirt. You need like 4 pounds.
Raphael, are you still blue on your...
Okay. Yeah.
You see what it, just spread it out, don't pet it, just spread it out. You see how the you see how the garden
And that's inside?
just spread it out.
Spread it out.
Spread like mustard.
Yeah, just push it and spread it. It can't fail. You have no nerve ending. Just spread it out.
in the bottom.
Right. So this is our first layer of soil. Right? Beautiful.
You still going?
Looks like it.
Look at this. Yeah, I see that.
We need to get the soil.
Everything. That's like a perfect technique.
We need more soil.
Brother Cobb, look at your young gardener right here.
That boy needs a hose and dirt in his house.
Just a thin layer. Good, beautiful.
And children always enjoy doing these things, you know.
This is how they need to work.
Look at him, he's doing really well.
With this now,
Wow.
you're making your own soil. Because by next season, everything you put here will break down. And you have beautiful soil under it. So when you're ready to plant, all you have to do is to shake up on top, just turn it over, light turn over, and you go to your stockpile that's broken down and you refill the bed. Because at the end of next season, this bed will drop down.
Yes.
Why? Because the material has been broken down. And it's very easy.
And then so you put another layer of compost or whatever on top, right? Each year to bring it up to level.
You put a lot of broken down material.
And also the plants themselves are going to draw a lot of material out too.
Exactly.
So it's going to go down for that
Yes.
too.
Just broken down material you put on top of it, whether hay, leaves, straw, whatever is broken down. And what does broken down mean? It becomes black.
Decay.
Decay. It gets black. Go ahead.
So should we put different plants in it every year, or just is it okay to put the same plant?
It's good to rotate the crops the plant.
But it's good to know what you're rotating. If you rotate two of the same, you're getting this. It's not changing.
Okay, rotation means you just change one plant from one place to the other. You're not going to rotate
Because
tomatoes.
one will
to
draw all
tomatoes.
the nitrogen, one will add nitrogen.
Okay. Rotation has many benefits. One of the benefits of rotation is this year you plant lettuce here, even before I say this. There are two types of roots. There's taproot and there's fibrous roots. Taproot is a plant that sends its root straight down into the ground. And then you have tributary roots going out from it.
Thank you.
Okay, that's a taproot. Fibrous root is like this is a plant. You know?
Knee
The
pads.
root begins right at the base of the plant and it's fibrous, just little. Thank you. Bring this one.
Oh, sorry.
You see? Fibrous.
This is probably more like a.
A taproot will have a root going all the way down and then like that. So, in terms of, wait a minute. Wait a minute, this is heavy for him to live by himself.
It was a test.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that, you'll hurt yourself, young man.
You hurt yourself.
That kid ain't gonna hurt his
Not
back.
all of it.
You want it?
I ain't never heard of a kid hurting his back.
That's good enough. That's good enough.
That's because they're made of rubber.
Right, they don't. You got about 50 years before your back starts hurting.
So much.
I just look at something wrong with my back tracks.
All right. That's why your back hurts. That's right.
I look at the track and I go like that.
All right.
We don't bounce no more.
So, we talk about crop rotation. Sister Irby, you asked the question. Sister Irby, you asked the question.
Okay.
Crop
trying to
rotation,
listen.
rotating the crops.
Okay.
When you have plants with taproots, like a lettuce, the roots are very shallow,
Right.
and they start from the base of the plant. That's the fibrous root, from the base of the plant. The taproot, it sends a root all the way down, and then it has roots extending, tributary roots. Now, if you plant a lettuce here, and you put your nutrients and so on in the soil, your amendments, the lettuce will use a very small portion of it. And as it rains, when it rains and when you water the plants, the nutrients go down. The lettuce will not absorb.
So it'll be down there in reserve.
And it stays there. So next season, you don't want to put another lettuce there. You want to put one that has a taproot that it can go down and utilize the nutrients in the soil. Also, crop rotation helps with insect control. If you plant lettuce this season and worms or bugs come and eat the lettuce, what you do, you plant cabbage here instead of lettuce, and you plant lettuce over there. So when they come back,
They got nothing to eat.
so they become schizophrenic. They're looking all over for it and they can't find it because you move this around. So it helps. So it does help. The crop rotation.
Got a question over here, brother. Come.
Go ahead.
Let's say that you want to start a garden, but the soil there had been sprayed with herbicides and chemicals before. Is there any way to mitigate that?
Listen, there are a lot of dangerous things out there. I don't have the answer for that. What I would say is find out what was there, how long they sprayed. Some of them remain in the soil for about 3 years and then they wear out. Others stay for a longer period of time. You have to be careful.
You can't do much about where you're going to put it,
Would you
but what
care?
you put in, you're
That
talking
would
somewhere
help
else
too.
if you need.
Right, because mankind is wicked.
And over time, it will do because you're out of the way of cleaning itself. Even the microbes that eat it will also
I
help.
wanted to do that. Go ahead.
Oh, it'll get started or you won't have enough time.
I see. Now, we want to put another layer on top of this. No, not dirt. Leaves.
Throwing stuff in there.
Okay, rake some leaves right there. I want to show you all how you use what's in the environment. Just rake up some leaves right here and put in it.
And then that's what everybody
What's in the bag?
How would you go about doing that?
I don't know about that. If you look up these guys, plant something right away. I don't know about planting right away. You have to make it just like that.
And you still have to wait till you are able. Because you're saying like this one's like you're prepping it for the following year to do.
No, I never said that.
He said, look, man, y'all didn't.
Nope, never. You plant the plant right away. When you see you plant immediately.
We're going to put him in the garden.
Oh, I thought you said it would be ready
No,
next year.
no. I said these materials by next season will be broken down. What you put in, that's what I said.
The layers.
No, the layer, but not the plant. As soon as you finish filling this bed, you plant.
Brother Cobb, you want them in the garden right now?
What?
The leaves. You want to put them inside?
Yeah, we got to
go ahead, put them inside.
Oh, so you don't wet that?
Uh-oh, not in the holes.
That's okay.
So if you're planting in the holes, wouldn't you make sure the is also prepared or not?
If you're doing what with the hole?
If you're going to plant stuff in the hole, would you make sure this is also lined down inside of this?
What I usually do, you could line it. I know how women think sometimes. I know they want to line it and do all kinds of stuff. But what I would suggest that you do, just get rich dirt.
Many hands make short work.
I believe that. Yes.
But too many cooks spoil the broth.
You don't have, it's a small house. So just rich dirt and fill it around planting. And they do exceedingly well in the block road. Because the blocks made out of sand. It has lots of minerals. So the plants do well in the block road.
Okay.
But that's a very good question. You could put a little layer and then put it. No, you don't want to do that. It's a small thing. Just fill it up with
good soil.
Good soil and plant. You don't have enough time.
Come on, hands.
And they're doing the dirt over there. What else you need done?
We got 35 minutes to get a finished product.
Are y'all gonna do that one too?
I'm listening. I'm checking my camera.
Oh,
If
they
I'm
should
finish
go
this one, I'm
ahead.
going to do that one. No, no, no. Come.
That's great. Talking about that. But now, I had one of my accounts, he owned a brewery. Well, I have a lot of commercial accounts. So they
No, I see
everything from nightclubs, restaurants, yes. But
That's enough.
Spread it out.
Good job.
Then you gotta wet it.
Would it be good to pick the sticks out or it don't matter for the company? Okay, cool.
I drove to Kansas City. I seen the Royal Stadium, and
All
when
right,
I put
soil on
the
top of
thing
it.
in, when I got
You're
into
not gonna water
Kansas,
down?
right, my final run,
Is there water in the hole?
Gainesville,
I believe so.
Kansas,
I know that was
hours,
wrong.
and I tried to get a hotel, and I seen the article.
Not much water.
No, it's gravity.
Like, I didn't know it was like
So
95.
what?
Lift it up.
Why is the water?
Yeah, that was pretty cool to see that.
Just gravity flow water.
It's a kink in the hole, baby.
Or a kink in the hose.
It's a well.
We're going dirt.
Chris, you sit on the hose?
I guess that's gonna.
No, I don't think that would count.
I don't think it's me.
Got the wrong hose.
Spread this out.
Raphael.
There's probably a cave. Let me see if it's
Yeah, we need more soil. I'll go just spread it out.
That one's not connected.
Where's the rig?
Raphael, you like the soil?
Disconnected.
No, that's not it.
That's what he was using before. He was, okay, maybe the supervisor better go up on the hill.
Okay, maybe I should go help them.
Don't worry about it.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
worry about it. Just put it on.
So are you dirt over the leaves just for the initial?
Not just for the initial. Every layer is covered with dirt.
Okay. Oh, lasagna method you said.
Right.
Okay.
Everyone is covered.
Nobody else want to try?
Don't leave the leaves. Just push the dirt.
So from there you're gonna layer in another leaves or grass or hay or whatever. Or hay's just the bottom. And I already got mine where I'm just layering it. I'm kind of getting the building process. Because I'm gonna throw ash from a fireplace in as well. Okay, don't cover this. Just let the rain kind of wash it down.
Just put it on top of the bed, the ash.
So yeah, I'm getting ready to do every 2-3 years. I dig out my fire pit and I cover the whole garden. And I have this for my herbs. This exact same setup, and it's lasted 10 years.
Cool. Listen, I want to show you all something. I want everybody to take a look.
Back it up to get footage.
Now, I want to show something here. Exactly. This might help a lot. Why are we doing raised beds?
Well, some places you can't dig.
Why are we doing raised beds?
Hey y'all, come on y'all.
So you don't have to bend over as much.
Why are raised beds?
Is it anything?
Because of the layers.
No.
Sorry.
There are two types of beds. There is raised bed and there is row bed.
Raw, straight in the ground.
There is raised bed and there is row bed. What is the difference and what are the advantages and disadvantages?
What was the second one you said?
Row beds.
R-O-W. Row. Raised bed and row bed. Now, row beds is what the commercial agriculture people do.
Right on.
They do
right
row beds. They make long rows with the tractor and they plant. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's not for us. That's for them. Row beds. That's a row bed. That's a row bed.
Thank you, Elliot.
He's a city boy, that's why he gave me this.
You're not wrong.
Thank you. That's a city.
Brother,
Come on, dude.
you gotta add the
Show how to do it,
children.
Elliot. Show how to do it. Good job, Elliot. You're such a good boy.
Yeah. You show them how.
No. Hold here.
Oh no.
Look good.
Now
Hold
he's
it.
standing
Hold it
back
here.
here.
Hold it. Show how to
Beautiful.
do it,
Come
Elliot.
here now.
Good
Do
job.
like this.
Make it a line, Elliot. Make it skinny.
Ah, good.
Ah.
Oh, come back. Get back.
Good job.
This is a row bed.
Good job,
Come on.
Elliot.
Roll bed.
Row bed.
No pressure.
What is that? What is that?
Roll bed.
He thinks he did something wrong.
No pressure there, buddy. No pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
Elliot, you're okay.
Elliot, it's a roll
Elliot,
bed.
good boy, Elliot.
Good job. Thank you. Now, so this is the row bed. This is what happens with the row bed. Look at the disadvantage.
All the
And
water
why-
goes away from the plant.
Huh?
All the water goes away from the plant.
No, let me just explain. That's the row bed. The shortcoming to the row bed is this. If you leave it like this and you don't do anything to it, it's going to go back flat on its own.
Of course.
Yeah.
By wind,
Yes, run off.
by rain,
Yeah.
by animals passing, it's going to go flat in time,
Not talking, consider your root system.
right? Now, When you plant, it's going to go down. When you weed, it's going to go down. When it rains, it's going to go down. When you water, it's going to go down. When you harvest, it's done.
Start all over.
What do?
You have to do it again.
You're going to do it again. Every year you have to do it. You don't have a tractor. Maybe every year you have to hire the tractor guy to come and do it for you. It's a cost. So that's the disadvantage of the road bed. Two disadvantages. Now if you have a raised bed like this, the soil is what? Trapped. The soil cannot go anywhere. The raised bed has an embankment around it, so the soil remains there.
I take it they're leaving that there.
And you do them in size like this, different small sizes, you are able to better manage and control weeds and keep the bed garden much better. So the raised bed contains the soil, so the soil will not wash away and not repeat every year. At the end of the season of the raised bed, what you do, you just till it up a little bit to the top, and you add your broken down stuff in it.
You make a better
Not
door
from
than a
the
window.
store, broken down leaves, broken down hay, broken
Gentlemen
down
just
straw.
stop right in front of my cabin.
Mix it in, and you plant.
That's
Ready to go.
everybody's getting in everybody's way.
The real hard part
But
is
it's all good.
establishing the layers and first.
Right now, that's
We're
the
gonna be
most difficult.
colonized soon. This camera's not, there's no sound
Elliot
going
figured out how to hold those claws.
That's where that screen comes in.
Yeah, it's the same process.
So that extra debris don't.
And being that we run manual,
Well, you're not planting
it
in
only lets me get 29 minutes at a time, and then I gotta restart.
Okay, but initially, if we were doing it, we just get rid of some.
Initially what?
If we were doing it all the way, we get rid
You
of
wanna
some.
work it?
You do at the very top, yeah.
Just trying to keep it.
Initially, no, it's at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
It could remain. Yeah?
Dirt is spread out. It's supposed to be the sifter.
No, the sifted dirt is there. They're doing the sifted dirt. This is the layering, and then
Go wherever you
I
want.
think he's gonna put down. What you gonna put on top of this
Just wait
one?
and see a little bit.
Okay.
Let's get this straight.
You know what I mean? Not so much.
Now, I want to make a point here. When you fill in the bed, you should not fill the bed all the way to the top. Why?
It'll run over.
It will run over. That's right. So you want to stop about 1 or 2 inches from the top, so you don't have runoff. Got it? Now what we're gonna do here, where is it? We're gonna put another layer of soil on top of this. We're gonna put some wood chips, some rich stuff.
The heavy duty stuff that takes.
Now pick up that bag over there for me, please. The black bag.
The one right behind you.
No, not this one. Over there. Right
Oh, that's not it.
over yonder.
Not that one.
We need more. Hold on.
I think that's one of the options. It's not limited to wood chips, but he'll tell us what else we can use. Yeah, you don't have to have wood chips. Uh-oh.
Okay, take the one right in front. Just drag it across.
Are these all the same?
Brian, I'll be right, sawdust.
Hmm?
Sawdust by the mill.
Don't tie, just
The
drag
sawdust that you have by the mill.
You
It's
have
not treated, so you can use that.
Yeah. We have some in the bag over here. I think he's gonna use that after
We are
he does
getting ready to plant now. We're getting ready to finish up the bed. So what you want to do, empty it. You want to put rich dirt to the top. You don't want to put stuff that's not well. Don't put your foot in the bed. Don't practice that. Right. Lift it up. Bust the bag up. Tear it up is all right. Good.
Uh-huh.
Empty him out. You see the color of this one?
Right.
Now what is it that was?
Okay, that's good enough. Just empty it out now.
They want to know what this is.
That's wood chips.
Wood chips.
That is been
That's
processed.
broken down wood chips.
That's where I go on.
Where would you get your wood chips?
Okay.
You want to know where I?
What is
May I share
what's
something?
your answer?
Let me show you some. I live in the country, and every time I needed wood chips, I said, "Lord, you know, I really need some wood chips." And the wood chip truck drives by, and they drop. I got a cone in the yard drop zone. Now I just recently went to Facebook Marketplace and picked up wood chips. Guys can come as much as you want, but I just pray and the Lord delivers.
So the telephone people, they always got to cut down trees and limbs, and they make all this mulch.
Do you
They
have
got
to
no
have wood
place-
chips
They
like
have
that?
nothing to do with it. So if you
I
get on the
cannot tell you
rules,
how to have
give your
anything.
address, they'll drop a,
So you
they'll
can
drop
use
a
you
pile
can
on
use
it. You
alternatives.
get what they give you. You don't get a
Because now they're
sticker,
asking
but
how they get
they'll
wood
drop
chips.
a free load on your property.
Listen, I would like to, y'all to pay close attention to the basic principle. You don't have to have anything. If you're in the country, you have everything.
You do.
You have leaves. You could lay on the bed with only leaves. Use what you have. Simple. Use
Me?
what you have. If you have leaves, only, what are you going to tell people in Africa? Get wood chips?
Well, if you got
So the
land
principle
with
is
no,
moisture
you don't have
retention.
any trees, you might have to get some from the neighbor or whatever.
The principle is moisture retention, right?
For what?
For the layering with the leaves or whatever you use.
That's part of it.
Microorganisms.
Exactly.
Okay.
But what I'm talking about is the wood chips. Don't focus on wood chip because I know many people's brains are poisoned to this guy on YouTube.
Back to Eden, right?
Back to Eden guy.
Yeah.
What about if you're in Grenada and there's no wood chips there? Or in New Zealand? Don't focus on that. That's what I kept saying. Remove your mind from that. Use what you have. Simple. If you have just leaves, use the leaves. Wood chips, use it. If you have a mixture, you use them. But it doesn't matter. It's all organic material from nature. Look at the forest. Whatever leaves fall, it grows. The rottens on the trees, look at them.
Now, even if like on a fruit tree where you don't need to have organic soil on top all the time, even a layer of rock will take all the sun's heat and allow the soil underneath to keep from getting dried out by the sun and wicking in moisture,
Listen.
all the moisture up.
The answer for that is this. Nobody walks around naked, so the soil should
Right.
not be left naked. You cover the soil, and that's the answer. Whatever you have, when someone comes to your garden, they must not see the soil.
As long as it's not synthetic,
Hey,
right?
The soil must be covered.
Your slip is showing.
That's
Okay.
it.
That's the naked soil right there.
Oh, you talking about
The
that?
soil must be
Need to cover
covered.
up there, buddy.
I see it.
The soil must be covered. Nobody walks around
I don't
naked.
know if girls use
The
slips
soil must
anymore,
not
but
be
they used
left naked. Right? Cover the soil. Why? Look at the forest. Take a walk in there. It's covered. You lift it up, it's moist. Because the leaves and so on retains moisture. The covering retains moisture. Also, very important, the earthworms are excellent for the soil. There are many earthworms. The earthworms cannot work for you. You lose a lot of free labor when the soil is not covered. And not just earthworms, but there are microorganisms that you cannot see that are working for you in the soil. But when you leave the soil uncovered and the sun comes out, the microorganisms go down, the earthworms go down, and they cannot work for you.
It also hardens the soil.
And
when
it
it's
hardens
dry.
the soil. But when the soil is covered, they go to work for you. So it's important to cover the soil. That's it. Now we need our topsoil to finish the bed.
They look like they're working on it over there.
Okay?
Maybe. And normally, Brother Cobb,
Go ahead.
you would have turned over where the holes are at too, right? On the bricks. You would have turned that over underneath before you
No.
leave. Or no, it don't
No,
matter.
that's a good question. You don't have to turn that over. If you have a tool you want to do it, that's fine.
Okay.
But I've never turned it over.
Okay.
And the plants do exceedingly well. With the block holes, you don't have to layer it.
Right.
Just fill it with rich dirt and plant in it.
Okay.
And the plants do
so the-
exceedingly well.
Okay.
Why? Because the blocks are made out of sand and the sand has a lot of minerals, and the plants draw from it, and they do very well. Okay? Now,
And it's walled in on 4 sides too to retain moisture, right?
you what?
It's walled in on 4 sides, so it retains moisture a little better, right? So you don't have to do all the covering that you're
I
talking
never
about.
thought about that. Maybe you as a scientist seem to make a difference. All I know, the rich dirt, and it will do well.
There you go.
He's got some kind of science on his head. I can't.
You have to ask my wife.
I'm not a scientist, I'm a gardener. But they do very well in the block. I mean, real well. We need sifted soil.
We need sifted soil.
Oh, is it?
I hear a conversation non-soil related.
You made a mistake. You let 3 women go down there by themselves.
They're all wanting to converse.
Come on, baby. Yes, that's called an earthworm. That's what the soil
All right.
needs. Come on, baby.
We good? Oh, am I stuck on something?
Here.
Wheels are kind of flat.
Oh.
It has a flat bumper on the front.
Okay, I might need someone to help me push it from the front.
No, there's a
No, let me help you. You know what to do? You turn this way.
Oh yeah, pull it.
And you pull it.
Pull it backwards?
So it becomes easier for you.
Okay, I see now.
Oh, yeah, you can see them do it. Good.
Okay, my phone's about to fall out of my pocket. Thank you.
Now, I want everyone to come around here, please.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Now, come around here, everyone. Now, go the same way.
Okay, good.
Right.
Okay, mommy, come on.
I got a phone ornament.
Come to the wheelbarrow.
Are we still recording?
Put your hand in this.
No, wait, this thing.
Put your hand in this.
Yeah, see, that's good right there. I don't know how much a truckload costs, but it's pretty expensive. If you start getting several truckloads of that.
It is.
Oh yeah.
You know, those things are ridiculous. You're never going to use the angle one. All you need is that and the center. Maybe a minute.
I like the jet one.
Oh, yeah. When the ones that are sideways, that's like I gotta go like I gotta aim
So, why buy? Listen, why buy soil from a bag when you could get it from your property? Why buy soil from a bag? You could get it from your property. Sifted soil. You can do it with the nursery.
And you say the one in the bag have what in it?
And when you get down to the
That's
soil
things
you
I
don't
even know,
want,
but you certainly
it'll
have
change color.
the waste.
Very nice.
Yeah. Look at beautiful soil. You don't know what you're getting from the bag. You know exactly what you're having. And you know the advantage of this soil? If you put a microscope on this soil, you will see movements. There is life. The microorganisms are right there, which is good for the garden. With the bag, the soil in the bag, you have to kill everything in it. Can you imagine a lady goes into Tractor Supply and picks up a bag of soil and a worm comes out of it? Yeah! She will sue them. You have to kill everything. Or a bug. They might drop dead. So you see the point? Why buy soil from a bag when you have it right on your property?
Okay, let's get it in because you got 10 minutes.
You got
10 minutes.
All you need to get is a sifter. And
She wants it to stay. That's why. Yeah, because she's going to use it for something. We got 10 minutes. All right, watch out, little man. We got 10 minutes.
He's gonna be giving the class in a year.
All right. Somebody help turn. You got it?
No, right. Beautiful. All right. That's what we're going to plant. See topsoil? This is topsoil. Beautiful. Someone get the rake and start spreading out.
We got a rake.
Rake.
And also remember, wherever you want to do your garden, it doesn't matter. We go out, I go out to homes, to schools, to ministries, universities, wherever you are. You call or we come and we spend a week with you and do the garden for you. Show you how to do it for a week or a week.
What a deal.
What?
Oh, to see how to sift it. Yeah, we need to instruct that how to sift it. Man, that only took one. So basically, 2 wheelbarrows to do one bed.
What do we do right here?
Yeah, it looks like.
Don't dig it, don't just spread them out.
Nice. Yeah, look at this. Imagine 100 of these.
There's a shovel behind you.
100 of these? Oh, mercy.
You'll make it through any crisis, wouldn't you?
But what about?
I tell you what, you'll be busy all summer.
Yeah, it's in the sun.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Not now.
No, I'm saying that.
I've got at home 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
Brian, where do you buy your seeds?
Sometimes, but my beds are longer. But
There's a few places online. I would have to get it just in a minute.
And your mom can't help
Yeah,
you
but they have the
sell it.
organic and heirlooms.
I'm trying to get my mom and dad to sell their house and to move on my property, get a house
Okay.
and put it up.
They won't. I'm going home.
I have a
Okay.
greenhouse that I'm going to put up. I think it's got 27 feet long and 10 by 20.
Like future?
Huh?
Like future house?
It's simple
No,
as it goes.
actually, it holds like
No, you have to
You trying to buy organic things?
only 6 inches of snow, so it's more heavy duty.
Wow.
But
just take 2 pieces of board, flat wood.
it
Very
hasn't come
simple.
up yet.
That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, Miss Mary's going to use it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's simple. Enough.
Simple like a pimple. Just like that. Sip the sauce.
Yeah, I had a smaller one, so you couldn't really move so much. Mostly shaking it, so that was a lot more work.
Shift it around.
Yeah.
Jesus made out of wood.
Go ahead.
Elliot is going to be your farmer for life.
Go ahead.
So, Brother Cobb, is this your 2 inches right here that we want?
Oh no, that's more than 2 inches. We go up some more.
Okay, we go up some more.
You want to sit?
Because once you put water on it, everything will settle in. Settle down.
Just push it back and forth. That's all.
This is very educational. I didn't know. I just.
You get the children
Is that
around.
taboo?
He's going to tell you
We
that.
just
Don't
take
step
over.
on the
It's like,
back.
man,
Yeah,
bring
the weeds don't grow.
the
here.
arm bed out of
And
shape.
he still got one more process. Hopefully, we can show that with the paper before it runs out of time.
Really good idea.
We don't.
That's a good idea,
We don't
right?
grieve testimonies press.
And look
I
at
thought we
this.
were gonna go see some
Yeah,
big
that's
thing
fine.
right
That's beautiful there.
a bunch of plants already.
And you could make it even finer. You just take a piece of mesh and spread in here and sit on top of it.
Sorry.
You can make it finer, but sometimes a little bit of rock is helpful with the minerals.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But there's an option depending on what you do.
Nice
It's there.
back and forth. Really easy.
Just back and forth. That's it. You get good upper body exercise, singing and humming, meditating and
Talking
sitting
to
on
the
floor.
Lord.
Talking to the
And
Lord.
honestly, every
rocks
time I'm
in your
in the
bed,
Lord, I'm
just don't
talking to God.
That's it. So we have the basic principle.
Wow,
We
that's
got
really,
it.
that's really good.
And how about the paper, Brother Cobb? Can we?
It's not gonna happen.
Well, can we just explain it a little bit so that because that last step was good, is good for retention, for retaining moisture in there.
Why you gotta put like newspaper?
That
So
over
we
there.
have 10 minutes, right?
We'll give you another 10. We'll give an additional 10.
That's it. That's man.
Because that makes it pretty for the ladies too.
God passed by all the gold, the beryl, the
Oh,
onyx,
you just
and
put it
said,
over the top as a covering?
It's and then
It becomes like a
in the
little
holes he
cover.
has a spacer too that's over
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
and then you can drop the seeds to have them at the correct spacing. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it. It's all right. Now, you're going to take some more soil.
see the color change.
Yeah.
So you hear what you're saying?
Yes, it's darker, more water under the other one.
When the soil's all the way dry, you can almost not tell the top soil from the clay.
No,
But when
please
you're
don't.
wet, the clay is like a total different.
Yeah, it clunks up too. Yeah.
Is it the moisture that makes the color difference?
No.
On the other side? Yeah.
It works real good for spreading gravel. Yeah.
And also, when you're planting your fruit trees, we read about some rocks in the holes. You don't have to get big rocks and put in the hole. You go to the block factory or the rock quarry,
Okay.
and you buy the rocks.
The phosphorus ones, right?
No, just rock, plain rock, just grind it down. They use it for the highway.
M-screen.
M20.
Yeah.
And you just put it in the hole. You also put it in the bed in the pond. Excellent for the soil. Has lots of minerals in
It's
it.
kind of like the grayish black speckles
Exactly.
that you see.
Right.
I got those around my fire pit
Very, very good. Right.
because there's a bridge close by. I went and got them from the bridge.
That's right. Okay, just smooth it off. Now, we're nearing to planting time.
Raphael, that looks
You're
nice.
gonna have to plant a winter crop in this one.
Brian, I think you should do that for the whole bed.
Smooth it off, please.
All right, let's get some hands in here. Everybody, stick a hand in there.
The servant of the Lord said,
Everybody
must be
touch the
pleasing
soil.
to the eye.
Touch the soil.
Everything we do must be pleasing
Yeah.
to the eye. It must look good.
You're right.
All right? Now, we're getting close to planting now.
Water again?
No. If you put water here, now what's going to happen?
Mud.
You're going to have mud.
So after you
At
plant it,
this-
you're gonna well, you got enough moisture.
Don't go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Raphael.
When we planting, what we could do when you take your foot from the blocks. What we could do
It's about you.
when you're planting, you open the hole and you fill the hole with water. You put the plant in it and you press against it, and it's done.
Now, is that before the plastic or after?
After.
After. Okay. So let's get the plastic.
Not just the
Weed
plastic,
barrier.
you need to cover the bed with leaves.
Okay. Okay, so more leaves. Come on, let's get some leaves. We want to see the finished product. We didn't want to come this far and then get the last ending with the plastic. Where's that right there?
You from the lab?
What?
I never met you.
To make the hole you do the planting and then you put the water in there.
You're doing a good job.
I think so, because that way, I think just saying, when you get to this point, if you get it all wet, you're gonna mud.
Right.
When you try to dig a hole, I've tried to do it. I've tried to do it wet because they're not
I
moving
said
down.
we'll find out who's worthy of higher and
Covering the ground. The sun, the soil should not be seen. So, but if you've ever taken a place where you're gonna plant and you get wet and you take it out of your pot, it gets all over your hands. It's muddy.
We're doing gardening here, not computer, so let's pay attention here. Now, we're going to do something here.
Yeah, whatever.
I have something here called amendment.
What's that? Oh, really?
The amendment, it enhances the soil. But you don't need it.
What is that?
It's amendments. What does the word amend mean? To make better, to improve, right? So what I have here is called amendments. In this little bucket, I have Epsom salts, sea salt, lime, azomite, zinc, sulfur, stone dust
Where you get it?
in this bucket.
Where'd you get it?
I can't go through all of
Different
them.
places.
Go to the co-op and buy it.
Is there a name for it?
He's just putting minerals into the garden at this point.
Epsom salt,
I'm
sea
saying this
salt.
mixture, did you make it yourself or did you?
Most likely.
Yeah,
Yes, you don't get that in the store.
Yeah, you gotta buy all the mixers.
Yeah, and then you mix them together.
Yes.
Could you repeat again the ingredients so I can get you on the camera, please?
Epsom salt, sea salt, molasses, zinc, iron, phosphate, potash, azomite,
Not yet.
I think I have another one.
And that's your 666 mix.
Kelp,
Oh, nice. See?
kelp, iodine, all that is in there. So the soil doesn't, the plant doesn't miss
Ebenezer,
anything.
make sure you get 'em on these.
Everything in there that you need.
You have to see those
And all
minerals.
you do with this, you put a small layer of sprinkle of it.
That's azomite, kelp,
I just
Epsom
named them
salt.
out.
Sulfur, iodine.
You can use granite rock
It's a
too.
mix of
crushing.
potash, minerals, azurite, molasses, rock, ash. It's a mix of Epsom salt, all different.
But not the chemicals. It's all natural.
There is no chemical here.
No
for
fertilizer.
anybody. It is a fertilizer.
No unnatural fertilizers. No chemical fertilizer.
See? Good, beautiful.
It's elemental first.
And,
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
and you don't have to do anything to the plants during the growing season. This is it. You just put that. You don't need it.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's an addition.
It's an addition.
Yeah, it's when you built like this, anything you plant in there, you don't even need.
And
what
it
you
definitely
throw on.
helps with the mineral stuff.
But to add it, huh?
Right?
No,
Yeah,
you don't.
it's
but
a
when
mixture
you
of that.
add that, it's like a.
You want to put the leaves in there, brother? You want to put the leaves?
Next year, it was, the soil was better than it is now.
We're not gonna wet. We should wet it, but we don't have to wet it.
Okay,
Put the
okay.
leaves in. Don't worry about it. Just put the leaves. We're not planting.
No way.
We don't have the time. Just put the
Yeah,
leaves.
okay.
And I've done it in my garden.
You like doing it right, brother?
So now you water it?
Well, he told him not to, but
No, because you know why I didn't want to wet it? Because I want to. Where's the rake?
Right.
Where's the garden rake?
Right there.
Bring it, please.
Can you
Just
move that
put them
wheelbarrow back a little bit so he can get through?
You want to mix it in.
Oh, you want to mix the rocks in. Okay, I see. So it can spread in. I got it.
Right, that's it. You want to mix it in.
Okay, all right.
Or you could take the rake and mix it. No, not with the leaves. Just mix it
Oh,
in.
just okay. So we should have done that before we put the leaves
Before
in.
you wet it, because
Okay.
it will turn mud. That's why I don't want it.
Okay.
See?
All right.
That's it. So you mix it into the soil. That's what it's called mixing it.
pretty good
Okay.
raking technique. You just sit there.
I told him that.
That's my favorite tool.
Your favorite tool should be the end time hole.
Well, that too. I'm wholly sold out to the Lord. I don't need
don't
any
take
of that.
attention off his end time hole, man. We got to get the end time holes. No, seriously though, don't get end time holes. That's a good tool.
Hey, we all got our calling.
Yeah.
Right? Come on.
And if you buy one
Okay,
now,
leaves come at.
Right?
if you buy one now, you don't only get the hoe.
We got one more step after this, and that's the paper. Come on, let's get it. I'll spread them out. Just throw them over here.
You can put it.
Dump it, and I'll just spread it.
If you buy one today, it's free shipping.
God, help them out.
As long as you ship it to
Be
the
nice.
to the Bear Motel.
Marketplace.
Hey, watch the equipment, bro.
The
I
sun
live
will
in the
dry it
garden.
out immediately.
My
Anything that's in
garden's on
between
a-
is
a
anything in
timer, right?
between
Let me tell you right now.
will
what
allow
time
the
is it?
moisture to stay in.
1 o'clock. It's actually getting my timer for my garden is just coming on in 2 minutes.
Brother Cobb, you want me to wet it?
Battery operated.
Okay.
You take 2 AA and lasts all year.
Mine, it eats up 9-volt batteries.
Oh, I choose some Ace Hardware. I got the nice for $50. Got
If you use
4
the other
times
side,
a day.
I
You
think
can
it'll
set
spread
4
it instead
different
of
and then
dragging
2 zones.
Turn it around. If you turn it around, I think it'll spread, pull it instead of dragging it. This one?
My timer, my husband made zero balance for it.
Alright. You gonna do some of these?
Yeah.
No.
For next year, yeah.
Okay, that's good. Now we're gonna.
You lost me there.
That's a double coverage.
Yeah, bro.
You lost me.
Humble
on that
down,
one.
Todd. He got you, huh?
I mean, are we doing strawberries?
No, bro.
Here, I'll hold this. You hold that other until we get. It's like a big toilet paper roll. Charmin for Adam.
There you go.
See this? No, leave it in it. Don't leave it. All right. This spreads wider. Okay, it's a double. So this is what I'm doing now. I'm showing the weed-free garden. You spread this out. You see, over this side, and that side. All right. And
We just baking a cake, aren't we?
Looks like.
That's what I'm thinking. It's a what do they call that when you
Lasagna.
plant
Yeah.
spacer.
Yeah.
All you,
Layer cake.
Lasagna.
this is a plant spacer. You space the plant 12 inches apart with this spacer. Like this. What else is that? You fold it up here, right? And you take this torch.
Okay, you got a torch. Where you get that? All right. So what if we don't have a torch, Brother Cobbs? We can no buy no sell. We need to get some holes in here.
Your kitchen knife.
You take your Rambo knife and you get it real hot till it's white hot, and then
You
just stab
just
it.
have to use something that's hot to make the hole.
Okay, all right.
That's all. Whatever you have.
All right.
That is heat. And you make the hole.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to burn it.
Oh, you don't want to burn it. Okay.
Okay? You put a hole here.
And it'll just peel back
It's a
as
perfect
the
square,
plastic
one
will
of them.
pull it back
I
on.
have them square and I have them round.
Okay.
Yes.
What is the material here called?
Polypropylene.
Or it's weed barrier.
Weed barrier polypropylene. But pay attention to this. That's why people have problem with weeds. When you buy the weed barrier, it must have a fuzzy back.
That's important, everybody. You zooming in on that fuzz,
See
bro?
this? Look at it. You see the fuzz? This keeps down the weed. If
It
you
doesn't
don't
mean-
have that fuzzy back, the weeds most likely come through.
It doesn't mean you'll never get a weed, but it'll cut it way,
Okay,
way
the
down.
fuzzy back will keep the weeds down. Don't buy them without the fuzzy back. No.
Because the
Cardboard
roots
breaks
just, the
down.
roots
It'll
just
break
grow
down.
right along
They
the
keep
edge.
adding the leaves in the cardboard and it does break down. But they use chemicals for some cardboard.
So we got it?
Yeah, we got it.
For some of it, yeah.
So you just back that up to the next one. When you,
Especially
if you're going
recycle.
backwards, how would you go to the next one after you measure this from the back of the hole here and keep going back?
Exactly.
Okay, so
This
we go
is-
back
You come here
and then put it right there.
in the center.
Okay, in the center.
Next hole,
Okay.
center.
All right.
And you make your hole. And
Okay.
come on again.
All right.
And the plants are nicely spaced.
Okay.
And if you don't have one of these, that's what the lines are also help to keep your lines straight. So that if you get the stuff with the lines in it, it's just helpful.
You provide these two?
No, I don't provide them. I sell them.
Well, I'll just keep this one.
Different size. Huh?
Got it down to a science.
That's the process?
No, no, no. Come on, quickly. 2 minutes. Come with me, Brother Brian.
Okay. Where I'm going?
Come with me. Where are you going?
Lord, tell me.
Oh, the hoop. It's gonna be right here.
Sitting on a lot, being comfortable. You have to move things. Oh, no. He's just bringing the
So I use that for my hoop, but also 2 of those high makes an excellent deer fence.
You could do all kinds of stuff to make this thing. But yes, definitely. Very hard.
This looks very expensive.
No, this is about.
No, I mean to make fence with.
Yes, it's expensive to make this.
But you're
No,
covering,
no, no,
but you're
don't
covering
do this.
16 feet at a time. So
Where am I going?
This way.
it's expensive.
make a hoop.
No, you're in a bend.
Oh, okay.
Go in the bed. Little one.
You gotta get up.
Now, look at this. This is how you're going to end up. You see why it's important for the 2 short sides to face each other.
Right.
Look. Turn it like me.
Yep.
Okay. Before we do this, you cut this out.
Pay attention, everybody.
You cut this out.
Oh, so it can stick in the ground.
Right, so you can stick in the
Okay.
ground.
Okay.
Okay? And then you turn it over like this for the moment. Okay? Good. Up in the air. Ooh. Good. Beautiful.
Oh, you go on the inside. Okay.
Yeah, because it's the bed we do it. Yes. Beautiful. You see why you want the bed 4 feet wide?
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Put it
Now we
between
can
you.
put our flowers.
You could have like a grapevine.
That's a little shorter than 4 feet. That's oh, bring the log back.
Don't worry about it.
Hold on, bring the log back. Help me. Keep the log back so I can catch the foot of it.
Right. Okay.
You don't want it to boom out.
You got it?
So, what's the clearance on this?
It's about 6'5".
Now, what I do with mine, you can also, if you pull the sides in a little bit, you can get it to bend a little bit at the top, and so it's more of an arch.
I'm going to show you the principle. You could do whatever you want with it, but this is how it goes. Okay? This goes here, and you hammer this into the ground, and you tie it here. Hold it here. Okay? You
Yeah,
take this
put you on
one,
the fence too.
you hammer this into the ground, and you tie it here.
Oh, okay. Now we got more height.
You tie it here and you tie it. Hold it here. And that's it. The garden is completed.
I love it. Yeah.
You plant your vine. Those that vine, like cucumbers, beans, pole beans, and the vine, you plant them right close here, and they vine up. Bitter melon, they vine up. So you take your beans from here. They're not on the ground where the worms can eat them. And the garden looks beautiful. It has a nice arch. You could have a wedding under here also.
Hey, baby, we're having a cucumber wedding.
Wonderful.
Yeah, blessing. That's
nice.
That's nice. Imagine having dozens of these. Yeah, that
And the
looks
first thing was the height. Was it? Please, go on. You see the height?
No. That's right.
So you pick your cucumbers right here, the height.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So if you're going to try the weed-free method here, so is it prudent to, is that water permeable?
Yeah. Certainly.
Okay.
Water goes through it, everything.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's
Quickly,
it's just a
quickly, very quickly. 2 minutes.
Oh. We're at the threshold.
Here you go, brother. Grab that.
So we're gonna put this back?
I think so. At least set it down. So it doesn't, if one of the kids moves it around and it springs on them, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem.
No, it's going to be a problem. I don't think you heard me right. Hey, it's going to be a problem.
Okay. All right. Let me just demonstrate this and end. You see this? Help me here. Put one here.
And then over here.
Oh,
Okay.
now we're doing the greenhouse.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna cover it. Where's Evan? Oh, there you are, Evan.
What
Where do you get the plastic from?
That's pipe.
Lowe's.
PVC
We got
pipe.
Lowe's PVC pipe.
PVC pipe.
What plastic? Come on, push it down. Push it down so easy. No, no, this one.
This one. What's that?
So this is for the
No, you
winter
can plant
months.
immediately because all your material that's supposed to break down
This
is
is
going
not
to be
for the
below
winter.
the
This
root
is
depth.
frost-free.
So it's not going to interfere with the root.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if you don't put your wood chips and everything on the bottom, it's going to tie up nitrogen, and you're going to have a problem. Because it takes a while for that to break down.
Yeah. Put one in the middle. On each side.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as you finish, you can start whatever seasonal plants you're going to put in there.
That's good. Come here. Put another one here.
Did anybody time exactly how long it took to get here? Was it 1:14? Did anyone time that? I know Todd did.
1:20.
Come.
124.
Okay.
Move over
Yeah,
there.
it's 123.87.
Okay, so. All right.
125.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see.
126.72.
Okay, so. I'm trying to figure out how much to leave this for one person.
I always do that, and then I say, I'm helping.
Put it flat. Put it on the rod.
Well, no, just so the chairs and we don't want to leave.
Good.
That's what I have to do. I've hit myself with the hammer so many times.
Now. Okay. Good. This. Someone help me, please. Someone with 2 hands.
Brother Carlos, one thing real quick. With that paper, the poly, you have to push it in the sides?
No.
Or just rest on the top?
Just rest on the top.
Okay.
And it covers the whole bed across.
Oh, it's going over.
Oh, it's going over the bed and all
Over the bricks too?
Yes.
So we have to burn holes in the bricks?
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Exactly.
And do we put anything down to hold the sides on it? Or
We
just...
have pins.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. And also, when you get here, you have your other bed here. So you put leaves here, straw, sawdust.
So it helps
wood
hold it
chips.
down.
And when those things break down, you put them back in the bed as manure.
Okay.
And you replenish it.
What was this, rebar that went in?
Yeah.
It's a rebar, yes. So help me with this. Come. You see this now?
Where did you get this, Betty? Is this a Betty?
This is not just a shade. Okay, well, just stay quiet and I'll tell you. Wait a minute, I want to tell you. Wait a minute. Let me see. Of course, you're gonna like it. I know. Listen, now. This is very, very good.
That's a spider egg.
I know that.
This is called frost guard. It's frost guard. That's what it is. Frost,
It keeps it from freezing, the plants from freezing.
frost. That's all you need to know. What you need to know, but it's frost guard, and you get it from Mega Store Greenhouse. Ask for frost guard, the thickest one they have. Okay,
We still
this is
get
what
that?
it
Oh,
does.
good.
It gives you a longer growing season. You see, like now, going down into the winter, the plants will stay all the way outside here to December. And in the spring, like where I am, the last day for frost is April 15th. But we plant in February.
So this
And we cover the plants.
This is supposed to be shiny
You
side
get,
up,
you
it
get
goes
2
upside down.
months almost extra.
It doesn't matter. It's
Doesn't
just
matter.
exempt.
But I didn't know if it was like anything but dew or moisture.
Any side doesn't matter. It has
Okay.
nothing to do with the deer.
Where do you get it? What is it?
Where did I
It's
say
called
you
frost
got
guard.
Mega store, right?
it? Mega Store Greenhouse.
You got
Online.
It's on the internet.
You don't have it on your
On the
recording
internet.
too.
On the internet, yes. Mega Store Greenhouse, Greenhouse Mega Store. Big place. You can't miss it. So this is what it does. you get a longer growing season in the fall, and you could start planting earlier in the spring. It's really helpful.
And the sun, the UV goes right through that.
It is not good for the hot weather.
Right.
It frosts God when it's cold. You could use it in the summer if you want to cover the plants, but it reduces the lifespan of it. And look at the beauty. Even when it gets hot and you want to use it, you could just, and it comes like a sort of like an umbrella for the plants. And this is it. So we got it.
How long does this last, Brother Cobb, on average?
Long time.
It lasts a long time
Long years.
if you don't leave it in the sun.
Okay.
At the end of the season, you should fold it up and put it in a closed container for the next season.
Take care of your things.
That's it. Take care of it. And that's your garden.
That's the garden.
Praise the
Brother
Lord.
God, Brother Cobb, how do we get these end time holes, etc.?
The end time hole, right?
Do you get your books with your website and all that kind of stuff on there? Do you
Oh,
have
yeah.
your
Listen, where's the end time here?
What you got there?
Where's the system?
That made a good noise.
Now, where do you get the end time hole?
I'm getting mine from right here.
From the greatest gardener in the world.
From your local liquor store.
End time hoe and sifter and other gardening, end time gardening materials, tools, hand tools can be obtained from endtimegardening.com. Endtimegardening.com, or you can call 731-418-0096. Endtimegardening.com to get your end time hoe, end time sifter, end time plant spacer. Where's the plant spacer?
Behind you over here.
And if you buy
Over there,
now,
Brother Cobb.
If you buy now, you take it with you.
I'll be promoting it.
I'm promoting it right now.
there you go. There's your thing.
I have a wider reach.
Well, you'll help me with that.
Amen.
Tracy?
Praise God. Amen. Beautiful.
That's a nice looking center.
Awesome. Did everyone
You
find
could
that?
probably get these to work
For those that are still here.
There is nothing like this.
Was
Not
that
one.
helpful?
Yeah, extremely.
Amen.
But go online, there's nothing
There's a lot
close to
going on inside of there.
And it's a one-time purchase in a lifetime, the end time.
Yeah, I'm getting this.
One-time purchase in a lifetime. The end time system. One-time purchase in a lifetime. And you don't have to buy soil
It's on the
anymore.
website.
Your soil is on your property.
About 20. Myself, we were.
Yeah, do you ship them, Brother Cobb?
I ship it all over
Work
the world.
together, minister together,
And
going out together, and
Bible
Bible
I ship
study.
them all over the world. Any questions?
Did you know they don't make that either?
Until the Lord puts me somewhere else. Got a nice piece of property, big garden.
We're going to go back to no food. Who doesn't want to eat?
I bet the favorite is I stick them in
So,
there.
I'm looking at multiple places.
Yeah.
But again, anything I do, I screw up.
Stuff like that.
It's the same material.
Don't feel alone.
It's the same material. The only difference is the elastic. I'm trying to improve it.
I have.
Because I think that the elastic material is at the bottom of the Ginza block. But it's not working well. The string is all right.
Because we did exactly what you showed us. And that's exactly what I did with it.
Did it work?
Well, this part in here was kind of got, you had to pull it back up, you know, because it wasn't for frosting. I also use it when it was too hot to protect the tomatoes and from the scorching, and that actually also helped too. Or if I had too much rain, I would put over and actually minimize. So it
Pressure
helps.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good.
The one that didn't really work out was the carpet. Remember you told us about the carpet to put in between the beds for us. We had so many weeds that were right through it
What do you mean you weed?
in Arkansas.
No. What do you mean you make grow weeds?
We put the carpet
Between the beds, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
and the weeds actually grew right through it. Right through the carpet.
Well, maybe you didn't attend to the bed. You can go into your garden every day. You shouldn't have that problem on a regular basis.
Not the bed.
I know, between the walkway. What do you put on top of the carpet? Oh, you put leaves, you put hay, you put straw, you put wood chips. That's right. That's right. You put the carpet down, but the carpet should not go inside the black holes.
No, he never did.
It stops here.
Yeah, remember you did it at the meat ministry.
Right.
That's how you did
Okay.
it.
But you cover it.
But you didn't have anything covered there.
Oh, nothing is covered at meat finish. You know why?
I didn't see that. That
Okay.
you never told us that.
Well, let me
back
tell you
then.
this. You cover it, and when these things break down, you put it in the bed as fertilizer, and you replenish it.
Yeah, I heard you say that now, but back then I don't remember you telling us. So
You-
it must
You're
have
not
been-
you're not worried about the chemicals in the manufacture of the
Exactly.
carpet.
That's the good thing about it.
No, he said that you wouldn't worry about the carpets and the chemicals that
There
are
is no chemical going into the garden.
I mean,
It's in the walkway.
but in the carpet, it's not a problem after
No.
it's rotted down.
It's not a problem.
Okay.
It's not a problem.
Well, we ended up pulling everything up and just cutting down the grass and just left it like, and we didn't fiddle with that anymore because you would just it became a headache. We couldn't keep it up. It was too much room because we put a lot of carpet down. We had 7 beds and they were much bigger.
I still have carpet at meat ministry.
Probably gonna go back.
Really?
Of course.
What direction?
Yeah, you probably took much more care of it. We
Do you
just
know?
kind of let it go.
Do you know
We
what
covered
direction
up.
it is?
I put
Okay,
carpet
well,
down.
that's what's going to happen, but the carpet works.
I put carpet down and the roots grew through it. You couldn't get it back up. Just had to leave it. Yeah.
Well, you don't.